And good morning, and good morning, and good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Well, creamy Dreamland with some sail. My morning coffee here in an undisclosed silo. Dick Cheney's right over there. Hey, Dick. And I'm out in the middle of nowhere. And yet, paranormal is all around. What is the paranormal? It's what's right straight in front of you, what's in your face. You know, AI going through every bit of your data, building a digital wall, with 15-minute cities, where you won't be able to get outside a 15-minute walk, right? And you'll be restricted. Or I would say this little thing, the debt ceiling, which is an illusion, right? We will constantly spend more. I mean, look at the average inhaler, or the average person in the Western world. Look at, Colonel Sanders, has way more assets than I do, but he's just been for every nickel. He had to steal $100 from me, right? He made a wager with me, right, about a garbage bin. I knew what the truth was, so did he. But I went along with it, and I didn't. And he took advantage. And everyone's saying, "No, that's not quite fair." He has nothing, and you have so much, and he's constantly sharing with you what little he does have. Right? Why do I do that? Because I feel good about that. Right? And also, I have no refrigeration, so people give me food. I share it with them because, it's going to spoil. Or, Bigfoot will get it. And Bigfoot is, going after my encampment in the deep green in a big way. Take pictures. And he doesn't do anything except mess things up. He does that so I will go through it and realize things about my life. It's really quite interesting. So instead of getting all frustrated wanting to kill that bear or kill that dog or kill that Bigfoot, no, none of the above, right? Because in a lot of ways it's a big positive for me in that I see what I have to be doing and not be distracted by other things. So here we are, 3 minutes, 33 seconds into the show. And, these shows, these are with live chat. That's live streaming. You can ask me questions, because no one's there. I will probably be less and less, unless you really, respond. Unless you, That's a big chipmunk. So you got two little chipmunks there.
Oh, yeah.
Wildcats. That's the older one. That's the younger one.
He's 7, he's 3.
Doing pretty good for 3.
He's tall.
Yeah. I was a little munchkin until I was about 12. Then I
shot up a little bit. That's me. I was always smaller.
Yeah. I was always a kid until I was like 25.
Then finally found the magic.
No. I was always, older people were in my life. So I was always a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Until like I was 40.
That's right.
Brought up by my grandma. I lived in a city, Harlem, New York City, that was run by grandmas. There were no cops.
Oh, yeah.
We had no police. It wasn't like defund the police, right?
That's, well,
No, it worked well. I mean, we did something on the wrong side of town. You got home, your grandma knew about it.
Oh yeah. Everybody knew. Go around.
And the other side, in the 70s, New York City went bankrupt. And so I really experienced, they had 30,000 cops one day and 8,000 the next.
Yeah, big difference.
I experienced defunding the police.
Oh yeah. That's a big.
Thank you, Donald.
You're welcome.
Oh, you're the best. Do you guys come here often?
Yeah, usually at least once a week.
You live in town?
Back towards Valley Forge.
I'm way over near Pogey.
Okay, yeah.
I'm way out of my frame.
Yeah. You're on up the hill from me.
Way up the hill.
Yeah.
But I've got nice river going right through. The lake is right over there.
Absolutely.
The rich folk I thought the rich folk would never move in, never make it. I mean, no internet, no.
Are you up towards like Elk Mills? Are
I'm
you
a-
on past Elk Mills?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're legit Pogey
Yeah,
then,
I'm a Pogey boy. Yeah. But I thought nobody would show up. And now they're showing up. And they're destroying the place.
Oh yeah.
And do you ever go on dry run towards, from the lake towards Mountain City?
Every now and then. Not a whole lot anymore.
Well, that whole neck of the woods, this thing, this corporation, it looks like money laundering. Because they dumped $40 million. They bought up that whole corner of the county
Oh yeah.
where the winery is and all of that.
Oh yeah.
And they took off the tops of all the hills. For the last 2 years, these big 40-ton trucks of stone have been. So dry run is like a war zone.
Oh yeah.
It's the death road.
Oh, it's a mess right now.
And it'll keep being a mess.
Oh yeah.
And we had no internet till the rich people showed up. And then they got federal money to get the internet for poor people. They get it for free because they're building new homes. We will have places. It costs $700 to have it installed in your yes. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't America great?
Yeah. That's crazy.
And what are we upset about? What bathroom people use?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's
That's quick. Oh, a lot of money.
just think the world these guys are going to go off in. That's a good boy. Oh, the older brother shouldn't mess.
That's right.
My older brother was quite nice. I would really twist his knobs, and he never beat me up.
That's like this one. You don't take any crap.
Oh no. Your daddy loves you too. You know, he's just watching out for your younger brother.
That's right.
So,
Nobody wants to bully.
and you're not a bully. No, you're not. You're a good boy. What do you like?
They like score. I found. Play a little bit of soccer.
Okay.
Want to play some football. We haven't tried it yet.
My dad was the football god when he was in high school, so I knew there was never even going there. My brother tried, forget about it. And when I got to the age of football, I was a big kid. They would say big bone, right? You're going to be on the line. I don't want to play football. You're going to be on the line. I don't want to play football, right? I didn't want to play football.
Yeah.
So I never practiced. I just stood there, right? I don't want to play football. First game, I knock on the helmet of an opposing teammate. Say, listen, I don't want you to hit me. I don't want to hit you. See that guy over there? I don't like him. I'm going to stand back. He's going to come right through here.
Yeah.
Nail him. And it's on 2.
That's awesome.
I did it 5 times. Half the team was like carried away. Like, what are you doing? week. I said, what did I say? I don't want to play football.
Yeah, she'll listen. Yeah. She'll listen to me.
So you just need to get your dad to listen. And you don't get him to listen by twisting his nuts. You listen to what he says. Then when he doesn't do what he says, that's when you say, Dad, you said. And that's why dads have kids. To keep them in line. Somebody has to, right?
Keep them straight.
Now you're just a cheeky monkey. Yeah, see? You're just a cheeky monkey. Now I was a cheeky monkey. My grandma used to call me a little devil.
I was pretty good up until maybe about high school. And then I kind of got a little bit. Not great.
That's what high school's about.
Experiment. Get some experiences.
Did you go to Hampton High School?
Yeah, I was at Hampton.
That place almost looks like a prison.
Oh yeah, all mixed up. Shit, they used to leave that gate open all the time. We could come and go, just whatever. The last X amount of years, they've got it locked down.
You know anybody who goes to Little Milligan School? Do you know JR?
Yeah.
Yeah. He now that's an amazing school. It's like 10 kids to a class, and they're getting rid of that school. They're going to move everyone into Hampton. Right? So the kids like to get on the bus at 4 in the morning.
His brother was our football coach.
Right. Yeah. They're fun when they get together.
Oh yeah, they're funny. They're wildcats.
Wildcat.
Yeah.
In the strangest of the sense.
Oh yeah.
Not the usual wildcat.
Just characters.
But they show what you can be when you just be yourself.
Oh yeah, they're good people.
You know, beyond, I mean, they're really.
Oh yeah, they're really good people.
Right.
They do anything for anybody.
Yep. And they're loads of fun. They're not like, oh.
Oh yeah, they can shoot full with anybody.
So did you not have your breakfast or you're waiting? Did you have your breakfast?
Breakfast. Considered whipped it up.
Breakfast.
Oh yeah. It's like some pancakes.
Oh, yeah. You know Lisa at the Fork? Lisa at the Fork?
East side?
The Fork, you know, in Hampton, the Fork, the restaurant.
Yeah.
The lady owns it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's a nice place.
Oh yeah. We've been well, I would say it's been a while, but
Well, you're I mean, that's in Malay Range.
Yes, nice. There's been a few different places that came through there over the years. It's always like some little mom and pop place, but always good.
The lady who runs it now really is good.
They're always sweet.
Yep.
Like I said.
He's stealing it from you.
So what do you do when you're not dad?
Nurse.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
An RN?
LP. Yeah. Down at medical care. Right beside Waffle House. Been there. It'll be 8 years in August.
You ever think of becoming a nurse practitioner?
It would be nice. I was trying to hopefully plan it to where both of them in school, maybe go back, do some online, maybe have a little bit more freedom to kind of play around with it. Their mama went back. So she went back to school, so now hopefully in the next couple of years I'll be able to. He'll be 4 in December, so it kind of falls in a weird range.
Yeah.
That's the plan, at least.
I have is your wife in nursing too?
She was, and then she went to Hampton. She's hygienist or something.
Right, right.
She plays with the team.
I was in the medical scene in the 70s and 80s before HMOs.
Oh yeah. Crazy.
Greed.
Oh yeah.
Greed.
It's a mess. It's wild.
And I lived all around the world a lot. And one time I was in Ireland, in a little teeny weeny town when Ireland was poor, right? Hadn't joined the EU, and I had this gigantic infection, and this guy, come with me. And he was a dentist in town. He said, not doing anything today. So he just sat me in the chair. And when he wasn't working on somebody else, he would come and work on me. Took the x-ray, put me on nitrix, he gave me some, knocked it out. And he did a root canal, a post, and a tooth, right? All in the same day. I had to wait between each person. And when I was all done, I said, so how much did it cost? He goes, oh, nothing. I said, what? He goes, well, we have single payer. We have government health care. And it'd be too complicated to try and figure out what. So, no. And they realized it was cheaper to keep people healthy than to get them real sick and then spend a lot of money on it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
all they care about now. Just insurance or how they gonna get their money.
I went to have an ultrasound on my carotids, right? See how plugged up they were. And I went through all of their paperwork, and they put the little thing on my wrist, right? And so when I went in and they scanned me, they said, oh, you're here for heart surgery. I said, no, I'm here at ultrasound. Look at the paperwork. And they just looked at my thing, because that's what the computer said. So no matter what I said, they were getting me ready for heart surgery. So they rolled me up the ICU, put me in a nice little room, and had TV, had a shower. I don't have a shower, so I took a shower. I scrubbed myself down. I was sitting there kind of naked, and this lady came in, and she goes, have you eaten yet? I said, no. She goes, well, you're the last on the row. So she rolled the whole cart in, and I had 4 meals.
Oh, wow.
And so I just threw everything everywhere. So when the doctors came in, and I was naked, and food bits, have you been eating? I said, of course. I haven't had anything in a week. So, here it is. Well, but you're going to Australia. I said, no, I'm not. Look at the paperwork, because I took it with me. It says ultrasound. So they got so upset. They got really bent out of shape. They went higher up in the thing, wanting to force me to, I said, great, I'll stay here. I'm moving in. I like your TV. The bed's comfy. You got a shower. Oh, man. The meals are good. Yes, I'm staying here. And they were like, what? And I said, yeah. We're getting the police. I said, good. I'm telling them that you sexually abused me. And so they then looked at the paper and said, oh, yeah, you're only here for an ultrasound.
Should have already been in and out.
But if I was somebody who wasn't a cheeky monkey, I'd be dead.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in my late 70s. I got everything wrong with me. My body would not take open heart surgery. Not a bad, but dead.
The recovery.
Oh. They crack your chest?
Crack open that chest plate there.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going. I've already died enough times to know that it's not a big deal.
I'm not worried about it.
Yes.
Nothing new.
Nothing new. No. Because all it is, this is all an illusion. The only real thing is God's love. There's money there. Oh. Well, I'll let you boys have your meal. Praise God for the food we are receiving. And enjoy. What's your name? Yours is yours, buddy.
guys need some more drinks?
Can I have a little more coffee? All right. Okay.
Yeah, I already had that one up here. Who said that? Is there enough?
Yes, I usually end up wearing most of my food.
That's the way we are. Same.
Yeah, I got it. Good breakfast. Good eggs. Well, what are we looking at with the big Splat? We're looking at a rebranding. We're moving away from any concept of individual freedom. creates a duality of unspeakable horror, right? Because, you know, in the Bible, it talks about everyone who's not saved, but in essence, everyone is saved, right? Pretty much everything works out because it's not over till it's over. It basically talks about when you die, unless you are like the leopard, that Jesus kept bringing back from the dead. Was the ooh, that French toast looks good.
Oh, yeah, we'll have this we'll reevaluate after that.
I always forget that leopard's name. One brought back from the dead. What? Basically, a rich man was in the temple and saw the leopard. It was basically telling the Pharisee, hey, let's move this guy. No, get him out of here. I'll give you all this money. I should be first on the list. And just like no one knows when you're going to be called home, these guys both were called home. And the angels came back and took the leopard. Good pop.
Everything good, guys?
Appreciate it.
Arr.
Were they not done enough for you? I'll tell her.
What time is it? How much juice do we have? Oh. Well, one can do better. Oh, like that bacon. That's good bacon. They make good bacon here, nice and crisp.
Thank you. Happy weekend, Daredevil.
Yep. You can do it. What do you think? Bark, bark, bark. You know, I went to a barbecue a couple of weeks ago, and they barbecued bologna,
Really?
and it was amazingly good. I mean,
I don't think I've ever tried it.
You know, the big kind of bologna you get, like about 3 or 4
Like a
pounds.
round.
Yeah. And he just kind of took the plastic, whatever that is, off and then slit the thing and put the, and then wrapped it in aluminum, right? And put it in the fire and
Kind of smoke it or something.
yeah, not a big fire, a smoky fire. Oh boy, was it! I mean,
I've had like fried bologna and stuff before, so I'd say it would be good.
no, it's good because I have no teeth, and so it was soft and I could eat it. Whereas the pig was a bit
It's
chewy.
good stuff.
Yeah, oh boy, was it ever!
My dad, there was a place in Hampton Grounds
Yeah.
that used to have it where they would slice it. I don't know if they still have it butcher or not.
Right.
Dad would do that. He'd go and get big old.
Yeah.
That stuff was good.
Yep.
Crackers, cheese,
Yep.
I'd go hiking. Good stuff.
Yep. It's like a Dollar Tree version of that. It's a 6-pack of hot dogs, and you know the Dollar Tree is really their frozen food is there for basically homeless people
Oh yeah, that whole back section.
because
Good stuff though.
yeah, I mean it serves the people well,
Oh yeah.
but it's all stuff that's already kind of been cooked. So if you don't have a kitchen, you can.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and eat. Not have to worry about it.
You're hiding from your bacon. Is that what you're doing? Exactly. Yeah, I met Jesus Christ at the Dollar Tree in Hampton, not Hampton, in Boone. And I just come out buying and all I had was $6 left. And I said, no, this guy needs it more than me. So, and he said, no, you need it more than I do. And we talked about that
Oh yeah.
until we finally split it. And so, oh yeah, that bacon. So, we sat down at the bench there, and he had a 6-pack of hot dogs. We kept eating them, like 20 of them. Meaning it was the never-ending high. You know, and he was Jesus Christ, closing the visits, right? And I kept looking at it because every time we'd eat 2 or 3, there'd still be 4 or 5 left in there. I said, "What'd you put in this?" Yeah. So that shows that Jesus is everywhere at all times. He's not
Not just loaves of bread and fish.
right. And he didn't leave the building either because if Jesus had like gone up to heaven, we'd be toast.
Oh, yeah.
Without him here, we're toast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Completely true.
Completely.
Yeah. Completely.
We bust up to our own devices now.
Oh, yeah. So many different things that get in trouble with.
Well, you know, I used to get paid for looking at the big picture. Really, nothing has changed. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No. It's crazy how big everything is.
But it still always has been. It's just that we've been made more. Try a little more coffee. Or
I'm missing.
I need a flare gun. They only give you so much time, you know. Oh. Mm-mm-mm. somebody ask a question. Good morning. Hey, Edmundo. You good? I dig the shirt. Yep. One that doesn't smell. You know, I don't have washer, dryer, or water, so how I wash my clothes, I just put them on the clothesline and let it rain on them. And sprinkle some soap on them. That's it. Sharing. It's like brothers should. So what's the big E, buddy? Uh-oh. His tooth came out? Not a tooth? I don't know.
That must have been, I guess.
Well, that's what happens at your age.
So that's about what, number 5 or 6? That's been loose.
Well, y'all gonna do that.
You lost your tooth.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yes. Dental surgery in the diner. So, basically, what's occurring is, the Congress are, tiptoeing towards dissolvency of the American government and the world economy. That will put us into motif of CDBC, centralized digital banking currency. And you won't get a card, you won't get anything. It'll be your face, facial recognition. So white people will be recognized better than anybody else. But all the ologies, biology, sociology, psychology, anthropology, all those ologies made disciplines, authorities over people's being. Anthropology, was prepared to, be a vehicle to prove that white men were superior to everybody else, superior to women, superior to, anybody of color. And what's interesting is everyone goes on about. So the beauty of breakfast is you can take it with you and have it as a snack.
That's right. Can't beat it.
I never let anything go to waste.
Oh, yeah.
It will.
Oh, they came out just now. Yeah, tonight's tooth fairy night.
Yeah.
My youngest, she lost her first tooth. She went into a fairy. The tooth was like, that's the best way. That's the way, guys. Anything else? Okay.
So anyway, and I would say, and it'll happen as quickly as it happened in India. Modi, after he was there for about 2 years, he went on TV on Friday night. Said, "Okay, kids, add it up. Tomorrow morning, Any of you people who have cash in the mattress, it is worthless. From now on, all finances will be transacted electronically, along with Estonia and Saudi Arabia and a number of Brazil, China, India. Almost more than half of the world's population. Right?
I lost my tooth because of bacon.
Ah, yes.
That's a good trade.
Yeah. You look like a pirate.
Right there.
Now hold on to that. You got to put that under your pillow tonight. You should wrap it up and don't lose it. Yeah, me too. I get tongue tied.
Ziploc bag.
Yep, the Ziploc bag. Yep.
I lost these two. Now it's that one. You can see.
And they come in pretty good. Yeah. Well, just keep brushing and staying away from sugar. Oh. Yep, little one, you're like me. I'm the last guy finished.
That's all right.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Yep. Your body digests much better that way.
Don't feel as bad either.
No, you don't feel bloated.
Sluggish, groggy,
Yep.
overload.
Is he going to be a drummer?
He likes noise.
He likes noise. Yeah, that's
He may be in a rock band one day. So we're pretty good at making all kinds of noises.
yeah. How about were you ever a musician? No.
Nah, not really. We've got an acoustic guitar at the house. I ain't touched it in probably 10 years.
Well, that's what you got to do. You just pick it up and play it.
And we knocked 10 inches of dust off of it. And I always played sports and stuff. That's all I did.
Well, I like sports too, but in the school I was in, there was a piano that no one ever played. So I just kind of tinkled those keys, right?
My mother, she plays piano. I know a few songs I can kind of kick around on it, but I can't read notes.
No, I don't either, but I got a good ear, and
Oh, yeah. So you can listen to what notes.
I had a lot of friends who were musicians. So we'd just be hanging out.
Oh, yeah. That's me. A lot of mine like to play guitar and stuff. I enjoy sitting around and just watching and listening to them pick on it. I can't do a whole lot. I know a few friends.
Right. I had a friend who we were listening to the radio, and they had an interview with Jimi Hendrix, right? And he never, no music. He came from, Mississippi, down in the country lands or wherever he came from. And went up to the army, and they had instruments, right? And so the one thing he could carry around was a guitar. So they had one. He played it. He liked it. He got a paycheck, and he bought himself a Sears electric guitar. Now, every minute he had, he played it. And he went from about 19 not ever playing. I mean, kind of played, but from 19 on.
Plummeted straight into that, yeah.
So I had a friend, and we were in high school. And we were about 14. He spent every second of his life that he wasn't doing something else, playing the guitar. And within 2 years, he was playing like Jimi Hendrix. I mean, he was like, oh man, he was.
That's crazy.
And not like he had parents or family or anything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
And that's really what all it is, a little concentrated, conscious intent.
Oh, yeah. Stick with it, play with it.
How did you become such a good, pancake cutter? Is,
Oh, yeah.
conscious intent. I saw you there. You were almost like doing a trach.
That's right. Got to pull out the scalpel.
Did you ever do a trach?
Trade. We played with them before, suction and different things.
I used to be an EMT, a surgical EMT, so I'd be out there in the field. Yes, it was like being in a war zone. So we were right next to a highway that always had devastating crashes. They're right there. But these guys are totally starved, right? So they don't have to wash it. Everything is throwawayable. Now, this is made out of why there's so much of this is that the oil guys need to find other products for their oil. So if they were to take this and have a little device in the kitchen where they stuck it in, behind the door and turned it up, they could heat their hot water with this, right? And because it would be a closed system, they could capture the carbon and then sell it because that carbon actually is valuable. So, Dad, you gonna pack up Junior's? Whoa! Whoa!
Thank you very much. You're welcome.
No problem. So I would say, as a junior, we're going to go into receivership, which, just think of China. And it's for the last 30 years, they've been putting stuff in Walmart for, treasury numbers, right? And then they're going to be worthless.
You've always been good for you guys today.
That's right.
Make it easy
And then Americans will stop buying stuff, right? So all of those countries like China, Vietnam, India, the EU, where we're the major purchaser of their stuff, we won't be purchasing stuff. So the only way that can be dealt with it is not to keep having this stuff coming. Like, if you go to China these days, you will see at all of the ports mountains of these containers, truck containers that they're not sending stuff to America. So, I played enough economists talking about what's going to happen for you to kind of get an idea of what's going to happen. Good morning, Fish. And I'm off to the eye surgery. None of my neighbors had it in 60 miles back home blind. At least it's not raining. But God will get me. God said, hey, don't worry about it. I got it covered. I got it covered.
Oh, yeah.
Bark. So that's part of the big Splat. And you should really go read Mein Kampf. And Mein Kampf are two books, 1 and 2, right? It's like the Bible is in the New and Old Testament. Mein Kampf is 1 and 2. And so when are these boys? When is school over? When's summer vacation?
His last day was yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Congratulations. Let's see the hand you write with. Well, you're an honest boy, even-tempered, pretty laid back. Let's see, you're really smart. I mean, way smart, right? And that smartness, you know how many brains you have? You got a brain between the ears, you got a brain in your gut, and you got a brain in your heart. And the one in your heart is the most important. Because that's where God lives inside of you. And your little brother, put your hand back up. Let's see. Well, your brother's honest, but
He has double jointed hands, and I have double jointed feet.
well, you guys are both little monkeys. You can hang from a tree.
My dad has double jointed elbows. He has double jointed legs.
Double jointed elbows.
Yeah.
A family of little monkeys.
Yeah.
And my mom's like, see, double jointed hands.
So he's a pretty easygoing guy, right? And this guy's just,
Wow.
he's a wild one,
Yeah.
right? But he's
someone swinging off the fence.
right, but he's not angry.
Nah, he's fun. He's
Right.
well, I don't even know.
He's a Mexican jumping beast.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah,
Full of energy.
yeah. Mexican
Absolutely.
jumping.
Hey, what about me?
You are more a focused jumping bee. You know, you're thinking about what you're going to do with that energy instead of, him. He just has to do it.
Yeah.
He just. So what is that on your T-shirt?
It's a Elizabeth and Cyclone. I go to each
Oh.
side.
Okay, gotcha. Arr, arr.
I'm a pirate and a cyclone.
Yeah, pirates. I've been a pirate most of my life.
That's
And
there's a pirate.
You're a bulldog. Yes, I see. Yes. Well, you guys have a great summer.
It's right here.
And Dad, you're doing a great job.
Appreciate it.
Enjoy every minute you have with these guys,
Oh gosh.
because you won't have it.
Oh yeah. It's crazy how fast. Like 3 and 7 years.
Yeah, boom.
You blink and sneeze. And it's gone.
And if you do the little things that are fun, my dad could be a drag, but he was great at doing these little things. Like I remember he brought home a Batman set, and that was so out of, he's a football player. And we spent the whole summer playing badminton.
Oh yeah.
And it was a great sport because we could all do it.
Oh yeah.
Nobody was better than, hitting a little birdie, right?
Sitting back forward.
Yeah.
That's them. They love anything outdoors.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Good. Keep it outdoors. Yes.
Thank God.
Keep up the good work, Dad.
Appreciate it. Good talking to you.
Yeah. We got it. Yeah, check twice.
That's right. Make sure it's full.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So what time is it? I got plenty of time. I'll be out here about 15, 20 minutes. Anyway, yeah, so my phones and everything are kind of, they're constantly not enough space. You need a new operating system. Meaning they are forcing me to be on line. So we'll see what happens. Because I really have, so right now I have all of, here it is, the 19th, right? So, 15 days before I get my next stipend on my Social Security. And I have all of $82, right? I'll be staying in the street. I won't, and there are people up the road in the house, so I'm not going to be able to do that. So they won't really see me. So I suggest you guys go back and watch my past shows. Right? And my phone won't even show me my most recent shows. It just shows me my past shows, right? Just shows me the most watched shows. So, and so Elon Musk has, I would bet you dollars to donuts. What's his name? Mr. Tucker. And Mr. Elon will run for president, vice president. And it'll be interesting, right? It might even be Tucker and Kennedy, right? That'll be interesting. And then something will happen. And Tucker will be president, right? And it'll be very, it's very interesting. And we just look at Nazi Germany. Look at Germany between 1927 and 1934, 5, right? And it was the most liberal, It was the most educated, it was the most cultured country, and it had experienced just a devastating war. And so it was trying to rejigger itself to not be a war-based economy, war-based country, war-based motif, right? And to be open for everybody, right? And you look at the Nazi Party, the National Socialists, so they had been around for a good 20 years before even Adolf showed up. And there were other entities. There were these mystery schools like the Fool Society and others that basically were in the background, jiggering the geopolitics of not just Germany. You look at the United States, there was a U.S. one party, a Nazi, American party. It was like the swastika with the stars and stripes. And in the 30s, they had, more people belonging to that party than the others. See, the United States didn't just always have the Democrats and Republicans. We had many different parties. We had our government. The only reason our government kind of worked it was that it was made up of these different factions: socialists, workers, communists. You name it. There were about 15 other parties that got to be governors and senators and congressmen that to pass laws. Everyone kind of had to get along. Now, when you just have Democrats and Republicans, it's real easy. If you look at the voting history in the last 40 years, these guys vote as a bloc, not Democratic bloc or Republican bloc, but corporate fascists. I mean, we had the best legislators money can buy. So that's what the big splat is going to be, is this jiggering of moving closer and closer towards that fascist state, towards go read 1984. I'll be right back. Oh well. So it'll be interesting to see how quickly this New World Order, which has been around since Babylon, comes to front and center, right? And whether people notice it at all. When people are so upset about what bathrooms people use, this stupid thing about that stupid thing. And no one's really, this CDBC, right? Centralized digital banking currency. And your face will be the currency. White people, and that'll be the thing that will again digitize and transhumanize. People won't have to get the chip. People won't have to get a tattoo. They're basically it, right? And when people, I had cataracts, and they stuck these new lenses in my eyeball. It's really great. I'm about to go get another surgery done on the side. It's a bloody mess that the last operation left me at. But anyway, it'll be interesting. And God has my back. I don't have to worry about any politician or any of that nature. Bigfoot keeps messing my peripheral up just to keep things in perspective. And, and most people, when this is going to start happening to them, things happen to me way before anybody else. Right? And so I've died enough times to realize that death is not a big deal. And I wish I could think of that leopard who died. And Jesus kept bringing back whatever his name was. But anyway, that's so. Let's see. So what do I owe you there, girlfriend?
Have a good weekend. 7:99.
So anyway, so who was that guy that Jesus kept bringing back? Lazarus. Lazarus. That's the guy. See, I had to ask you a question for my brain to pick up. Lazarus. I knew it started with that. There's that scene where Lazarus is brought up to heaven by the angels and put in Abraham's bosom. Right? Whereas the rich man who was complaining about how Lazarus was smelling at the temple, he died and went to the lake of fire and had to stay there for eternity until end times came, which ain't coming anytime soon. And he, and the neighborhood where Lazarus was just right there, he could see it and say, "Yo, hey, babe, yo, it's me, yo, the rich guy. How come I'm over here and the smelly guy's at your bosom? What's up with that?" And you tell me what's up with that. Right? No one's there to tell me, but I want you when you're watching this, to think about that. And that's what the Bible is. It's not a rule book. It's there. It's a shamanic, tablet. You know how we have the tablets brings us information, blah blah blah, just like this laptop. No, it's like that's the tablet that God put in your hand, right? And it's when you read it, you have intimacy with God. That's what it's about. Co-creation. Love's co-creation. So I suggest you go back and watch all my past 2,000 plus shows and start putting them on devices like thumb drives and CD-ROMs. And the CD-ROMs may be the best because it's an optical thing that stays there pretty much forever. Um, but all of this is going to go away. You know, we're going to have a false flag alien invasion or X flare to wipe out all the silicon chips, and it's fine by me. You know, I've written all these books, and if you want to read them, get a hold of me at the Doodlewake42 at Gmail, Doodlewake42 at Gmail. And if you have Google Docs, I can send it so easily to you. And I've sent my novels out to people. Also, the earlier renditions of these novels are on X-Rated, Agree Up Publishing, whatever that thing was. I haven't checked it because it made it so tough. Meaning, I used to be able to just put stuff up there and no big deal, but now I have to have this code and that code, and I can't remember, you know, because I still think I'm an African American that's melanin challenged, you know. And it's interesting, the Nazis based all of their Nuremberg laws, you know, running who was a German, what was a German, the American history, you know, Lebensraum, you know, growing space, you know, where they took Poland and all Lithuania and all that stuff to be the new Germany, right? And if you again read Mein Kampf, what it says that you have to destroy the culture of whatever country that was, so they won't even remember what it was. And that's Syria's a great example. Syria was this crossroads of unbelievable culture, and the war there, the last 14, 15 years, has destroyed all of those great Buddhist temples, all of that great Eastern stuff that was in Syria, and all of the ancient cultures that were there before anybody else. You know, it's all dust. And not, you know, there's a lot of, it was well documented, but we'll see what happens to that documentation of his story. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the show so far. I'm going to go, and I don't know when I'll be back. I have limited resources. You want to put something in. Nobody's put anything in PayPal since 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. So I have no idea whether it's like it's still plugged in. I've gone and checked it and it all exists. It just says nobody's put anything in it. You know, I was used to about $50 a month. That was a nice little, you know, cushion. But that's okay. God basically said, don't worry about it. I got your back. So far, so good. And no matter what happens, I'm here in service to God. My life is totally, you know, I go through this life through Jesus' unconditional forgiveness. I keep God's unconditional love in my heart. Now, I may, you know, be a cheeky monkey, you know, can jump up and down sometimes, but I see things, and that's why they're put, you know, why does, you know, Bigfoot come and toss my deck every now and then? Why? Because to wake me up. Basically, it to say, hey, look through all this crap. You don't need all this crap. You know, pen it out. Doesn't destroy anything. Doesn't really take anything. It just kind of tosses it around. It's like, and then makes art out of it. It's kind of, he took a whole roll of virgin paper towels and unrolled them, you know, for the whole length of my front yard, and then twisted them in a snaky thing and chewed on it. And then it's this big, long, snaky thing. What's the first that I said, oh, something's amiss. And stuff like that happens, you know, doesn't happen. I mean, the tweaker just, you know, 100 yards across the Forest Service Road doesn't go after his garbage. The tweaker is not awake enough. He's becoming more awake. I taught him how to meditate and how to pray. And when he's not around Colonel Sanders or the other tweakers, he does better and better. And he is doing better. He's much, 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 much better than he was around Thanksgiving. You know, when Colonel Sanders left him, this guy thought he was going to live in Colonel Sanders' house. Colonel Sanders said, no, you can live in the forest. But, and then, Christmas got to 60 below, 60 below, without wind chill, 60 below Fahrenheit. And, it was very interesting to see, Colonel Sanders couldn't care, didn't, get in touch, so I said, no, get in the bus, it's got a wood stove. And he did. And so that's where he lives now. So, but you let cockroaches in and they stay there, right? So, but he's all right. He's respectable. He's no more bother than what the bus was when nobody was here. It's the bus. I never really see him. So that's the story. Right? Now, they were supposed to have moved it in March, but it's still there, which is fine by me. As long as it's within this, again, God puts forth for me everything I need and gives me challenges that aren't anything I can't do. And I constantly hear, don't worry about it, I got your back. And it's been right every time. Don't worry about it because God has my back. So, if you can put yourself in that state where you are in service to love co-creation to God, and not live your ego on your sleeve, which is pretty much just a human complaint. And if you have in your conscious mind Jesus' unconditional love, so you can do all of that. Not a problem. If we all did that, the world would be fine because we would be in the garden of but he's on walk. I just love how people say, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. Except my doctor goes, boy, you're the most amazing guy we know. You're the healthiest dead guy, And so that's why it's not, every morning I wake up, I'm in severe pain. My arthritis, my charcoal legs, you name it. It's like, ouch. And, now I can walk. So I hope you enjoyed breakfast with your sensei. I probably won't, who knows, maybe Sunday. Tomorrow's supposed to rain, so I'm not going anywhere. And I can't go the mile and a half from my house to my neighbor's deck because people are staying there. They'll probably be there a week, it seems. So, and all my other devices aren't working, so good luck. No one wanted to ask a question. Here I am, an unbelievable resource. People used to pay me thousands of dollars to, give them advice, and it was in a corporate sense. Right? The desperate lawyers, people who are more chintzier than Colonel Sanders, and yet they would pay almost anything for my advice. Colonel Sanders, doesn't even want to hear it. This God has told me, I brought this guy to you. I have to say, for all the amazingly annoyances that he is, I've learned more about myself through responding to him and his family and the tweakers and his whole little compound, like that Ranch Davidian, slash Colonel Sanders. What do you call it when you have slaves? You had cotton plantation. That's and theirs is just the whatever plantation that they're doing. I have no idea what the practice is. So, anyway, guys later. And what's the most important is not so much what people like Colonel Sanders is doing in your life, or the government, or what bathroom people are using. What's important is your connection with God's love, right? And your facilitation of Jesus' unconditional forgiveness in your conscious, not conscious intent, I am, conscious intent, I am, conscious intent, I am. See it clearly. Okay? Okay, I hope you enjoyed this one. Conscious aware I am, conscious aware I am, conscious aware I am. Okay. Let's see. How much juice is left? I may, before I leave this neck of woods, I may do another show. This one was just, having breakfast with the Sensei Alpha and the big Splat. The big Splat is just right over there. Okie dokie.